There is no way into heaven except through Jesus. You cannot climb in through a window, like Jesus says himself in scripture. His sheep know his voice. They go through the gate. They go through the door. Who is the door? The door is Jesus. There's no other way into the sheep's pen. Since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that men are without excuse. For although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him, but their thinking became futile and their foolish hearts were darkened. Although they claimed to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images made to look like mortal man and birds and animals and reptiles. Therefore, God gave them over in the sinful desires. Listen to this again. Therefore, God gave them over in the sinful desires of their hearts to sexual impurity, for the degrading of their bodies with one another. They exchanged the truth of God for a lie. We're on this earth right now. We do not understand the effects that the decisions that we make have on us while living here right now. We might think, let's do this because it's fun. And that excitement is going to last for a couple of seconds, maybe a couple of minutes, maybe an hour, maybe two. But the next day, there's going to be that hole that you thought you filled up by doing that exciting thing that was actually wrong. That hole's going to be there still, and might even be bigger. And you might go through life. You might go through life and say that, let me try it one more time, let me try it another time, and another, and another, and another. The more you try it, the bigger that void becomes, the bigger that hole becomes, because something is missing. It just feels like you're becoming more dirty. It feels like you're becoming more useless, and you're on these guilt trips and pity parties that you're having by yourself. And you fall into depression, you fall into resentment, rejection, bitterness, all of these things that have taken root in your life because of the things that we have been doing in the world. Because the world makes it seem as if what you are doing right now is fine, because everyone else in the world is doing it. But let me tell you, as a child of God, you were not called to fit in. You were called to stand out. So if you are different, if people hate you as a follower of Christ, if people dislike you as a follower of Christ, if people don't want to be around you as followers of Christ, let me tell you this. Jesus said that they didn't like him first. They didn't love him first. They didn't want him. They hated him first. Remember that.